Computers. These are the things that helps us in our everyday lives. We all know that the computers helps us to guide us to our works, or sometimes they do our work. No one can disagree to that because it is a fact that people clearly see nowadays. Our entire world is run by both manpower and machines. Here in the Philippines, there are 3 courses in college that are always compared. Many people are puzzled about the difference between CpE, CS, and IT. But CpE is often underestimated due to the fact that the course has no licensure exam.
Ito, gumagawa ko ng program. Ano po ginagawa yung program? Yung ano kayo, mahabang explanation. Pero hindi yung para sa ganito kasi yan.
Computer programming, often shortened to programming, is a process that leads from an original formulation of a computer problem to executable computer programs. Programming involves activities such as analysis, developing understanding, generating algorithms, verification of requirements of algorithms, including their correctness and resources consumption, and implementation, commonly referred to as coding, of algorithms in a target programming language. As we've said earlier in this video, there are many people who are puzzled between the difference of CpE, CS, and IT. So we want to ask you this question. Do you know what is the difference between CpE, CS, and IT?
Hi guys, I guess you have seen the rest of the video. Again, we're here to give some information about computer engineering. As we all know, computer engineering is one of the branches of engineering that doesn't have any board exam. But still, many people want this because first of all, we are living in a world where most of the people are depending on technology. So, this is one of the most in-demand jobs right now. For us to know more about computer engineering, let's define it first. Computer engineering is a discipline that integrates several fields of electronic engineering and computer science required to develop computer hardware and software. Computer engineers usually have training in electronic engineering, software design, and hardware-software integration instead of only engineering or electronic engineering. Computer engineers are involved in many hardware and software aspects of computing, from the design of individual microcontrollers, microprocessors, personal computers, and supercomputers to circuit design. This field of engineering not only focuses on how computer systems themselves work, but also how they integrate into the larger picture. Usual tasks involved in computer engineers include writing software and firmware to embedded microcontrollers, designing VLSI chips, designing analog sensors, designing mixed signal circuit boards, and designing operating systems. Computer engineers are also suited for robotic research, which relies heavily on using digital systems to control and monitor electrical systems like motors, communications, and sensors. So now we know what computer engineering is. Some people are confused with the difference among computer engineering, information technology, and computer science. Let's define the 3 courses to see their differences. Here's another meaning of computer engineering. Computer engineering is the marriage of computer science and electronic engineering. It only focuses on computing in all forms, from microprocessors to embedded computing devices to laptop and desktop systems to supercomputers. As such, it concerns the electronic engineering consideration of how microprocessors function, are designed and are optimized, how data is communicated among electronic components, how integrated systems of electronic components are designed and how they operate to process instructions expressed in software, and how software is written, compiled, and optimized for specific hardware platforms. Therefore, computer engineers are electronic engineers who specialize in software design, hardware design, or systems design that integrates both. Now, let's define computer science. Computer science is the study of how data and instructions are processed, stored, communicated by computing devices. A modern descendant of applied mathematics and electronic engineering, computer science deals with algorithms for processing data, the symbolic representation of data, and instructions. The design of instruction languages for processing data, techniques for writing software that process data on a variety of computing platforms, protocols for communicating data reliably and securely across networks, the organization of data in databases of various types and scales, the emulation of human intelligence and learning through computer algorithms, statistical modeling of data in large databases to support inference of trends, and techniques for protecting the content and authenticity of data. Therefore, computer scientists are scientists and mathematicians who develop ways to process, interpret, store, communicate, and secure data. Now, for the last one, let's define information technology. Information technology, or as we all know as IT, is the application of computers and internet to store, retrieve, and manipulate data or information, often in the context of a business or the other enterprise. IT is considered a subset of Information and Communications Technology, or ICT. In 2012, Zuko processed an ICT hierarchy where each hierarchy level contains some degree of commonality in that they are related to technologies that facilitate the transfer of information and various types of electronically mediated communications. Now we have more knowledge about computer engineering. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you.
We've said also earlier that CpE is underestimated because this course has no licensure exam. But why CpE students still choose CpE? We've asked some students regarding this issue.
CpE students are passing licensure examination, but why did you still choose this course?
Number one, because it has its own perks. It's still enjoyable. Second is you can learn how to go on electronics, do some circuits, and also it has a hardware which is so much enjoyable than other courses, even though without the licensure exam.
Why did you choose computer engineering? I've chose computer engineering as one of my preferred course here in BU Business because based on my findings, computer engineering is one of the most high paid salary in the Philippines. And back when I was in high school, computer related subjects are one of my favorites and specialty as well.
What year are you now?
I'm currently 4th year.
How do you manage to stay in this course despite of the difficulties?
Actually, it's really hard, especially since I'm already in 4th year. There's a lot of major subjects that I'm currently taking up, but it all lays down to the time management, to the proper time management of the different projects that we have, all the prototypes that we have to pass. It all stays on the time management of all these requirements. Also, it also lies on your self-confidence as well, on your self-esteem. I believe that if you're taking this course and you have less confidence on yourself, then I'm afraid you're gonna survive it, or you're gonna last here in this course.
Some says that CpE, IT, and CS are almost the same. Do you agree? Why?
Actually, in my first years in computer engineering, I actually believe that those three courses that you've mentioned are actually the same. But when I entered 4th year, one of our professors actually differentiated the difference between computer science, information technology, and computer engineering. So I tend to understood the difference between those courses. So if I'm going to answer your question,
What are the differences between computer engineering, IT, and computer science?
Those students who graduated with a degree in information technology always ends up working up in a company as technical support or other stuff related courses like IT and CS, CpE. The only difference, the only advantage that computer engineers can be proud of is that we're engineers. It's good to have engineer in your name. It's easier to get a job, offer. Other companies prefer computer engineering students because they spend 5 years compared to IT and computer science that only took 4 years. So they know that we can withstand the pain, the hard works, they even sacrifice their own happiness in just to fulfill and finish their work.
What year in college are you in?
I'm a 5th year computer engineering student.
As a fifth year computer engineering student, do you know why there is no licensure examination for computer engineering students?
One of the things I learned from my professors in PUP, given the fact that there is no licensure examination for computer engineering students because technology is changing from months by months. So there is no base or standard knowledge for the computer engineering examination. Although there are some part of computer engineering like Cisco, tech networking, computer technology that needs examination for them to be experts.
Let's summarize what we have learned. CpE, CS, and IT are all computer-related courses. Although they use computers, they have their own specializations. Computer engineers work with hardware and software, ensuring that the two are seamlessly integrated and functioning properly. Computer engineers focus on innovation, making computing systems safer, faster, and more powerful. Computer science is the scientific and practical approach to computation and its applications. It is the systematic study of the feasibility, structure, expression, and mechanization of the methodical procedures, or algorithms that underlie the acquisition, representation, processing, storage, communication of, and access to information. Information technology is the application of computers and internet to store, retrieve, transmit, and manipulate data or information, often in the context of a business or other enterprise. IT is considered a subset of information and communications technology, or ICT. The term is commonly used as a synonym for computers and computer networks, but it also encompasses other information distribution technologies, such as television and telephones. Several industries are associated with information technology, including computer hardware, software, electronics, semiconductors, internet, telecom equipment, engineering, healthcare, e-commerce, and computer services.